Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for jumping back in and checking out my blog and doing these weekly off-season updates. So currently I'm on week 14 of my off-season and just cruising right now, so not trying to really push a lot of weight up or as far as body weight goes, or be really aggressive with my diet until I decide to push the supplementation a little harder and start really getting more aggressive with growing. So currently in the morning I was 245.2, which is up, is about the highest I've been so far. My scale broke when I went out to Olympia. I took my scale in my bag and it broke in my luggage. So, and I think the scale I had was about 2 pounds heavy. Even when I competed in Dallas and I weighed on my scale, I ended up being lighter when I weighed on their scale, which I'm pretty sure they're using a really accurate scale. And even Renee said the same thing, like this new scale just weighs in a little bit lighter. So I actually think compared to my old scale, I would probably be 246 or 247, something along that lines. But regardless, it's just a measure of consistency. So weight has come up regardless a little bit. And looking at my photos, my posing, I do know that I have gotten a little softer. I can the front shots look good. I don't think much has changed there, and have my computer pulled up all my data inputted, and from my front there's not much change visually as far as conditioning goes. Even skin fold sites, they're pretty much the same as they were about a month ago. But on the backside is where I see changes. So my subscap is up like another millimeter, and my lower back is up like 2 millimeters, which I figured it would be just looking off the pictures. And if you want to keep it real in the off season, just do a skin fold caliper of your fattest site, wherever you hold the body fat the most, and you will see the most change. So if I was just monitoring my like 3 sites, chest, chest, ab, and thigh, there wasn't any change. So you think, oh man, I'm just maintaining my conditioning. Well, truly, you're gaining fat in other places that you might not normally look. But so that's kind of like from my visual perspective. Size wise, fullness wise, I think that's holding pretty well. I still have good shape to my shoulders, and sometimes they kind of fade off when I'm in these like cruising periods, but I still have good shape to them. Legs always hold well. That's like my strong points. I never have an issue there. And then looking at my main lifts that I've been logging, I log all my workouts, but the real ones that I actually will track in this ongoing Excel file makes it a little easier to look at over time. I've been like hack squats and RDLs, and like on my hack squat I went up 20 pounds in an extra rep over the past month. My wide stance Smith squat went up 20 pounds, and I maintained those reps. On back is what I've been really trying to improve on, and so I'm glad that really hasn't faded at all. It's improved. So on my T-bar row, went up 5 pounds, another rep. My doing rack chins, I kept the same weight, but I added another 2 reps on. So the only thing that did drop off was my shoulder press, and it is likely due because I changed my exercise order. I was doing overhead pressing first, and I moved it back to like the 3rd exercise just because my shoulder had been bothering me. So I think it's just from fatigue from the workout and being later in the exercise order that dropped down. But overall, strength's improving. Took my measurements as well, and actually my waist, and it could be relative to where I'm measuring, but I just try to measure the smallest spot. At least for me, that's how I do it. Was actually down a little bit, but I've been really hitting my vacuums nearly every day. If I do cardio, I do vacuums. So I do cardio 5 days a week for 25 minutes. So 5 days a week I'm doing vacuums. I'll do about, depending on how I feel, 7-8 sets of 30-second holds. But so I guess that's been working because my waist size hasn't changed, but body weight's gone up, of course there is this increase in body fat that I see and I know. So moving forward for this next week, I got some things coming up. We're going to Hawaii, and I am getting married, and that is going to be a lot of fun. So I have about a full week out there. All of our family's going to be there. Have a couple friends coming out, and what do I do about my diet? So Renee and I were bringing almost all of our food over there. If you've never been, it's pretty expensive to get your food. Like chicken, I think is like $5 a pound. So, you know, there'll be some times when we're gonna enjoy it out there, and especially on wedding day, we're gonna have a bunch of good food, and so you know, you want to enjoy the vacation as well. But at the same time, I am trying to, you know, keep my physique on point and make good progress this off season. So we'll bring food out there, and I'll probably adjust my macros out there as needed. But overall, I'm going to be bringing all the food and staying on point with diet. And after this week, when I come back, is when I'm going to start my blast phase and really push supplementation. And I anticipate probably tightening back up a little bit. And I'll go into everything as far as how I make adjustments and training. So right now I've adjusted training volume down overall for the week. The workouts are the same, I just have more rest days. So for the overall weekly volume, it's lower. But as recovery improves, I'll start increasing volume, whether that means through increased frequency or through intensity efforts or just more sets in general. So that's where I'm at currently. I think when I do come back, I'll do an update video and just kind of lay it all out for y'all and just go over how I'm going to initiate the plan. And it's just like with anything, it's slow changes over time. I am, for what I'm going to do this next current week though, I did pull back food a little bit just because body weight's going up and body fat's going up. I think I'm holding size well, muscle mass wise, so I can get by with less food and just preventing this weight gain and body fat gain. So I took out about 50 grams of carbohydrates on my training and off days, and then dropped fats 10 grams on my training days. So it was all nearly like a 10% change in calories. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be maintaining my weight a little closer. If anything, maybe I'll drop a little body fat. Just being out in Hawaii, we're pretty active. We have some activities that we want to do that would require a lot more walking. So I could drop some weight up there and come back a little leaner, which I'm good with. So that's it for this week. Come back next week, guys, and I will update you on going into the blast phase.